Hello, my name's Andy Kershaw and today I've been at Wessex Tubas testing the new Wessex Elgar E-flat compensating tuba. So this is one of the first production versions of the new Elgar E-flat compensating tuba, and normally the British style 3+1 E-flat tubas are right facing with 3 valves at the top and the 4th valve on the left hand on the side of the instrument. Many instruments in the past were built for cavalry use and for marching with bells pointing in opposing directions, and one of these instruments has been the basis for this new model of E-flat tuba. By having the tuba made in this design, it's incredibly comfortable to hold, and it also means that the tubing can be arranged in a way that makes the low octave especially free blowing and very responsive, which can sometimes be a problem on compensating tubas. The Elgar plays incredibly well across the range. It's got a very free blowing low register and a nice responsive high register. Having grown up as a tuba player in the UK and having got very used to the standard 3+1 compensating system of the British tubas, I've found the holding position of the Elgar very comfortable, and it also means that the 4th valve is operated by the index finger of my left hand, and sometimes that's much more comfortable in fast passages, I find, than using your little finger on the 4th valve. I really think that this instrument could cover all of the repertoire in each ensemble that you might need to play in, from a brass quintet to a concert band to the orchestra. It's beautifully in tune across the range, and it's an instrument that as you play it encourages you to play it more. It really is a really versatile tuba and one that I've enjoyed testing. I chose to play a few excerpts from British orchestral music to show off the nimble nature of the instrument and also the clarity of the sound across the range of the instrument.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Hodgetts, the owner and founder of Wessex Tubas. Really pleased to be introducing the new Elgar tuba. This is one I've long wanted to add to the Wessex range. This sort of tuba was very popular in the early part of the 20th century, before World War I. They were made by both Hawks and Boosey. I've long had a Hawks one. They're non-compensated, but this one we actually based on a Boosey example for 1921, which is fully compensated. But that old one for 1921 was not even playable. It had leaks everywhere. But we took it to the factory and put together a prototype of the new tuba, and we're absolutely stunned how well it plays. I've played compensated E-flat tubas of most brands and types over the years, and really the low register of this is far superior to the top action valve compensated tuba, which is normal and used in Britain. This one has the 3 valves on the front and the one on the side, as Andy has already explained, which makes it very comfortable to hold like American tuba, because you've got your arm round the front instead of up high, but at the same time you've got the flexibility of being able to move around in the low register easily with your left hand operating the 4th valve. We did make a few changes to make it better still when we developed the prototype, because it was originally made to be played on horseback rather than sitting down in the concert situation. So we have adjusted the lead pipe to be comfortable to be played in a concert situation, as most people we think will be using it that way. The lead pipe which we used was actually made here in Andover in England by Peter, and then it went to the factory in China to reproduce. And that's the way we like to do it, as if we possibly can. We're really pleased with this tuba, and people that like the 3+1 layout we're sure are going to love this, so you must try this tuba. When I first tried this tuba at the factory, I was really stunned, because not every instrument works out right first time. And we hadn't played the old vintage one because it wasn't playable, all the valves were finished and it had leaks galore. So when I first tried the one at the factory, the prototype, I just could not believe it, because this is one of those tubas which is perfect, straight on first iteration. It's just got a lovely tone to it. For people which are more used to having the fourth valve on their right hand, operated by the little finger, we are looking at making a version of moving the fourth valve so that 4 valves in line for that market, for those people. Please let us know in the comments if you'd be really interested in that, and we'll push through that development. I actually played this tuba myself with a band last week and really could not believe how it projects. It's actually projects far better than the normal top action valve tuba which I normally played. The original prototype for this tuba had a 15-inch bell, and we are going to be making a 15-inch bell version, but for people that want a bigger, broader sound, we're also doing a 19-inch bell as well. So you've got the option of 2 different bell sizes. We will be making available, probably to special order only, a completely handmade version which will be made of sheet brass, individually handmade, which will reduce the weight of it by about 2 kilos. That will probably be a special order. If the tuba, when you look, is not available on the website, please register your interest to be notified as soon as we got them in stock. This lets us know the amount of interest, and also ensures you're first in line when they do come in. So it's incredible tuba, and one I'm really pleased to have as part of the range. And it's a tuba which is unique to Wessex Tubas, as we are trying to make affordable but also very special tubas for players around the world. If you have any comments to this tuba or have any questions, then do put them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching, and see you again.